presenting my project. The project is called Find That Show. It's a website where you can search for different TV shows and find information on those TV shows, as well as a few other things. I'll show you what you can do in our website. So users can look up a show, find out any information on the show, including the show's episodes. You can click on one of the buttons at the top that allows you to display shows from a particular decade. Users can also search for shows from a particular year. Users can also input a date into the schedule search function, and it will show you shows aired on that date in a particular country. And also users can curate a watch list for any shows they would like to watch. So we'll get into showing what the website does. So when you first load up the website, it comes up with the top 50 shows, which are sorted by rating. So the first one is Breaking Bad. At the top here, we've got a few different things. You've got your watch lists. You can click on to view your watch lists, which I'll show you in a minute how that works. You get your search box here. There's a few different functions you can do. I'll show you that in a minute. And then you got your decade buttons here. This is where you click on them and you find shows from a particular decade. Say, I'll get into that now. So if you want to see shows from the 80s, click the button. So it's all shows aired in the 80s at some point. Which you can also sort by name. And what year it was aired. And its rating. You can also sort, say if you wanted to find comedies in the 80s, you can go to this filter function and click on this, and it should show you all the comedies aired in the 80s. Same goes for any other decade. Same thing, shows you all the 90s, and show all the comedies in the 90s. Same thing. Okay, so I'll go into the search function here. So you want to search for shows starting with full. Anything that contains full. It's got a few animes here, but yeah, not Full House or this. I'll have full in it, or we'll say mission. All things that contain mission in the title. So you also can search by year. Say I wanted to search for shows aired in 1989. Shows you all shows aired in 1989. Do the same for 2007. Shows all shows aired in 2007. And also we got the schedule search. So when you click on that, it shows you the schedule for the current date in America. But you can then also change the date. So you want to change, when does air on this date? And I mean, the data on this hasn't got a lot of stuff, but it'll show you something from those that from that country on that date. Say it's the 15th of February 1991 in America, it should show you all the shows from that date. So I'll show you what happens when you click on a show. Let's go back to the start here. So Game of Thrones. If you want to look at information about Game of Thrones, click on the show, and it should show you information about the show in here, which should show you a summary of the show, its rating, if it has one, and a button to add it to your watch list. down here you can show, it shows you all the episodes for the show and the summary of each episode. Depending on the show, you might not have that information, but that's fine. So I'll show you how this watch list works. So if you wanted to watch this show, you haven't watched it, I haven't watched it yet actually, so that's alright. I want to add this to my watch list. I click on this button and it should add you to the watch list. I can go into this watch list by clicking here, and there it is. It's in my watch list. So this shows I want to watch, and it's all there. So if you already watched it or you decided you don't want to watch it anymore, you click on the show, go back into its show information, and then you just click the remove button and it's no longer there. So that's basically it for the website. So real world use for this website is for finding information about any show you like, or any show really, keeping a track of what shows you plan to watch, like the watch list there, and looking for shows that's from a particular decade. So you wanted to look for, I feel like I'm in the mood for 80 shows, you can do that. Or in the mood for like something from a particular genre, I can use the filter function to find any shows from a particular genre. And it also uses finding new shows to watch like you haven't heard of. It's like, oh, well, that's new, I haven't seen that before, I don't know what this is, it looks interesting. You can use that to do that. A few more things I would like to add, but it's not quite in the scope of the project. Adding more information about the show, the years the show was aired, its actors, and genres it might be include, and also the ability for users to log in, which will be good because then people can personalize their watch lists and share that list or just shows with friends. So that's basically the website in a nutshell. Thanks for listening.